This video is requested by someone in one of my previous videos. I'll leave a link in the description for you to check out later if you want. Alright, this is Dustin's blah blah blah. It's my favorite deck. If you know me locally, I've played this deck against you. You've seen me play this deck. I've beaten people, lost, blah blah blah. It's pretty standard. Alright, this is an OTK based deck revolved around this cool card. Basically, when he's destroyed by any of your opponent's things while he's face up on the field, you can special summon Dustons to both sides of the field, but they have to be equal. That's the only thing. Alright, 2 white Duston. He's a vanilla. You can XYZ with him. That's it. Now the thing with the color Dustons, you can't fusion, synchro, XYZ, or you can't even tribute them unless they're face up. And you can only control one of each color Duston on your side of the field. But they all have effects. This one in particular, I run 2 because he shuffles in a card from my graveyard, so I can shuffle in a Battle Fader or anything like that. I run blue Duston. Blue Duston at 1 because I don't want him on my side of the field. I had to banish a card from my hand, and that's pretty ass, honestly. 2 House Duston. This is the best card in the deck besides the Goblin King and Star Duston. This card is what's going to start your OTK, because if you can't do your OTK, you got to rely on your burn cards, and after that you kind of lose unless you want to deck them out. 2 green Dustin. This card's pretty good. I run 2 because he's not going to kill me at all, and he's just not that bad in general. Still only 1 face up. Red Dustin. He's not going on my side of the field either, because he's only meant to go on my opponent's side of the field, and so they can take 500. Like, that's really it. And I'm not going to really use Red Dustin or Blue Dustin on my side of the field unless I have to. And yeah. Alright. 2 Goblin King. Goblin King is your OTK partner. Him and House Dustin work together to where you can dish out 8k if they only have 1 monster, 6k if they have 2 usually, and it just continues so on. So, he's just the best card. Battle Fader. This is your best defense monster. Wait, all he does, we all know what Battle Fader does, special summon and the battle phase. He's good with Where Art Thou gives you search, blah blah blah. Okay, Star Dustin. This guy's really good. He's a Denko Sekka, and your opponent can't flip or special summon. And he gains 1,000. You have to tribute Dustons to special summon him, and he gains 1,000 for each. So you can have him at a max of 5k, but the only downside is if you control more monsters than your opponent does, you have to destroy the card. But still good. 1 for 1. This is an OTK card right here. This card is probably the best spell in the deck. Because if you have a House Dustin or a Goblin King in your hand, and then any monster, you have an immediate FTK or OTK depending on how many monsters your opponent has. If they have 1, that's good, and as long as they have no responses. Mystic Bucks. This is something to get rid of problematic monsters that I really don't like, because I target, destroy, and I give you a Dustin, basically. Or a Battle Fader, or whatever the hell I have on the field that I don't want. Creature Swap, same thing, but the good part of this doesn't target, but they get to choose what I get. So I usually don't use this unless I have to. This card's really good against BA, because I give them a back card like Red Dustin or something to that point, and it helps me a lot. They can't special summon, and they have to figure out a way to play around this, and usually the only play is Farfa. That's usually all it is. And if they have set spells or traps, they're not getting anywhere. Where Art Thou? This card lets me add a level 1, but if I don't summon it, or a card with that name, normal summon it, I take 2k during the end phase. But usually I combo it off with Battle Fader, so I'll always get that. I'll usually search off a House Dustin, and if I don't need it, a Goblin King or another Battle Fader, and I'll take the 2k gladly. Okay, Dark Hole. That's board wipe. Nothing more, nothing less. Swords Revealing Light. This card's a really good spell, because no one's going to Twin Twister it if you only activate this. And even if they do, because they think they have OTK, you probably have a Battle Fader in your hand, because I play cards to get Battle Fader. Potted Body. This card just lets you add cards from your deck to your hand. It's pretty good. And you don't special summon enough to where it hurts you, so it's pretty nice. Ceasefire. If you have House Dustin, and you actually get that resolved for 4 on each side, that's it's an ungodly amount. You can deal a lot of damage with this card. And especially running 2, poof. Okay, this is for if you're trying to get OTK, motherfucker, whatever. If you're trying to get OTK, this card, Windstorm of Equita, helps a lot, because you switch your opponent's positions, and it just messes them up. Like, you can end phase, switch their Dustin to attack position, attack for game with Goblin King right after that. Magic Cylinder, that shit targets, but it's really good. When your opponent attacks, you target the attacking monster, negate it, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to its attack. But it targets, which is only a problem, which is why I might swap it out with Dimension Wall, but I like Magic Cylinder a lot. Blazing Mirror Force is a one of, because I don't like Mirror Forces, but this card's really good because it just dishes out burn damage. That's the only legit reason. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this deck profile, most of you already know my deck, probably by heart, because I've dueled you a lot. But if you enjoyed this, leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe, and I'll try to keep up with more videos. I just recently started, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. Alright, thank you.